numerals. Romans invented Roman numerals. In this video, I am going to say about how can you write the Roman numerals and how can you convert from Roman numerals to Indo-Arabic and Indo-Arabic to Roman numerals. Let me see. There are two number systems are there. One is a Roman numerals and another one is a Indo-Arabic numerals. Indo-Arabic numerals what we are using now, the numbers from 0 to 9. And Roman numerals, this is the one of the oldest method Romans found this. And now also we are using in the clocks we can see and watches and some classrooms boards or their letters like this I V like this. So these are the Roman numerals. Just will compare this. Just see the look at the table here. Roman numerals for I we can say that is equal to in the Indo-Arabic numerals 1. For V we can say as 5. For X is equal to 10. For L is equal to 50. For C is equal to 100 and D is equal to 500 and M is equal to 1000. So this is basic thing. So before writing the Roman numerals, you have to follow three rules. Three rules for writing the Roman numerals. So what is the first rule? A rule of repetition. When a symbol is repeated twice or thrice, its value is multiplied by 2 or 3 respectively. For example, if a symbol is repeated 2 times or 3 times, you can multiply with that. If it is repeat 2 times, you can multiply with 2. If it repeats 3 times, multiply with 3. So here look at the example x I taken. So one time is there, the value for x is 10 I given. So we can write 10. If it repeats 2 times, 10 into 2 that is equal to 20. If x here repeat 3 times means you can multiply 10 into 3 that is equal to 30. It should not repeat more than the letters, that is the symbols. It cannot repeat more than 3 times. So up to 3 times only it can repeat, not more than 3. X. It should not, it doesn't have value. And then only IXCM can repeat. Only these symbols can repeat. For example, you can write CC. C is nothing but here I given 10, 100. So CC means 100 into 2 that is equal to 200. You have to say it. And the symbols V, L, D it cannot be repeat. So this is the first rule, that is if a symbol can be repeat 2 times you can multiply with 2. If the symbol is repeat 3 times you can multiply with 3. Not more than 3 it cannot be repeat. And the symbols V, L and D cannot be repeat 2 times or 3 times. And the second rule, rule of addition. If a symbol of the smaller value is written to the right of a symbol of the greater value, its value gets added to the value of the greater symbol. So you look at the example here, V value I told in the box, V is nothing but 5. And I, you already know the value for I is 1. If the smaller value is there in the right hand side means you have to add the value. So compare the numbers. So we having the value 5 and I have the value 1. So I is a smaller number. So if I is in the right hand side, if the smaller value is in the right hand side means you have to add the numbers. You look at this example. X value already know 10 and 1 I are there. So this is nothing but 2. It's there on the right hand side. So you have to add the values, that is 10 plus 2 that is equal to 12. You look at this example. LXV is there. So L value is there I given. L is nothing but 50. So 50 and X is 10 and V is 5. So both these two values when you compare to L, these are smaller value. So if the smaller value is there in the right means you have to add the values. That is the rule, second rule. So X and V are smaller values compared to L. So you have to add all this. That is L is nothing but 50 and x is nothing but 10 and v is nothing but 5, and then add all the numbers, so we will get 65. The value for the LXV is 65. And what is the next rule? Third rule, rule of subtraction. So here same thing, the smaller value can be in the left hand side, means you have to subtract it. So in the second rule, the smaller value is it in the right hand side, means you have to add. But in the third rule, whether the smaller value is there in the left hand side, if a symbol of a smaller value is written to the left of the symbol of the greater value, its value is subtracted. So you have to subtract this. 5 minus from the bigger number, start from bigger number. So 5, v is nothing but 5. So 5 minus 1 equal to 4. So IV, this is nothing but 4. And look at this example. X value is 10 and I value is 1. So I is there on the left hand side. If there is, if the symbol in the left hand side, means you have to subtract it. So 10 minus 1 equal to 9. So this one is nothing but 9. And what about this XL? XL. So here L value we already know 50, and X values also we already know 10. So compare 10 and 50. 50 is greater than the smaller value is there on the left hand side. So here you have to subtract it. So XL is nothing but 50 minus 10, that is equal to 40. So the value for 40 is XL. And what about for XC? 100 minus 10, that is equal to 90. Okay, we'll move on to the sums now. First one here I given, convert Hindu Arabic to Roman numerals. So 57 is a Hindu Arabic number what we are using. Now we have to convert this number into Roman numerals. So how can you convert this? Split the numbers first. So the bigger value 50 is there. So 50 plus and 7 is there. 7 can be split as a 5 plus 2. So 50 is nothing but L and 5 is nothing but V and 2 we already know I. This is the way you have to write. And 85. Split the numbers. So this is a Indo-Arabic number. What we are following, you have to change into the Roman numeral. So 85 can be split into 50 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 5. So 50 is nothing but L and 10 is nothing but X. So here 3 tens are there. So you have to put 3X and then 5 value is V. And look at the next one, 33 is there. So same thing, 10 plus 10 plus 10, that is XXX, and 3 can written as I. Look at the next example. Convert Roman numerals to Indo-Arabic numerals. So here I given in Roman numerals. So you have to convert into Indo-Arabic system. So how can you do this? So we know X is nothing but 10. And here V is also we know 5. And here I. 3 I are there. So this is 3. The value for this 3. So all this, the smaller values are there in the right hand side. So smaller values are there in the right hand side, means you have to use the rule, second rule, add the numbers. So 10 plus 8, that is 5 plus 3 is 8, so that is equal to 18. And what about this CM? So you have to M value, I already told in the box, that is M value is 1000. M value is 1000 and C value is 100. So compare the number. C is having a lower value. So that symbol is in the left hand side. Whether the smaller value symbol is there in the left hand side, means you have to subtract, right? So 1000 minus 100 equal to 900. So CM is nothing but here the value for this 900. And look at the next example, XL. XL is there. Just X value is 10 and L value is 50, and X is a smaller, that is 10 is a smaller number. It's there in the left hand side. So smaller value is there in the left hand side, means subtract. So 50 minus 10 equal to 40. So XL is nothing but 40. So now you can easy to convert from Hindu Arabic to Roman numerals or Roman numerals to Hindu Arabic. Hope this video can be useful for you. Thank you.